take it away.
Well, gosh, where do we begin, Ashley?
Well, I would like to begin at the slogan, "It's fun to feel good." And I know that we can all relate to that. And I would also say that it's hard to feel good when you are exhausted and not getting the sleep that your body needs. So the subject of sleep, I love so much because, I mean, I need my 8 hours at least.
She's a good sleeper, everybody.
And if not, I'm just not myself. And I know so many people struggle with that on an ongoing basis, on a daily basis. And so that's why we're here to talk about some things that can really help so that you can be your best version of yourself and not sleep deprived.
Well, there are two types of muscle cramps. And I really wish I knew that when I was growing up. I played a lot of soccer, a lot of tournaments in Dallas, Texas, in and around Grapevine. And I would, at night, just be in pain and in agony. And what I didn't realize, and what my parents didn't realize, is that there are two types of leg cramps. Muscle cramps. When you are grabbing those Charlie horses at night, that is a likely sign of a magnesium deficiency. When you're in the midst of playing an activity, be it soccer or tennis or skiing or pickleball, as you can see behind me, when you're in the midst of that activity and you start to cramp up, that's likely indicative of a potential potassium deficiency. So the product that we sell now, one of the products at Jigsaw Health, is called MagSoothe. And the lead factor is magnesium lysine, glycinate, chelate. It's just a very good chelated form that's very absorbable. And it also includes potassium bicarbonate. So it really covers both bases with regards to cramping. But I feel like had my parents known that when I was 13 years old, I sure would have slept a lot better. And they probably would have appreciated that.
They would have slept better too.
They would have slept better too, because they wouldn't have had a teenager creeping in saying, "Mom, can I use the heating pad?" So where should we go tonight, Lori? How would you like to guide our discussion?
Well, I think a lot of people just struggle in general with being able to fall asleep and stay asleep. And then I guess I can just talk from my own personal experience. Once I fall asleep, I can't always stay asleep because I get those cramps in my legs in the middle of the night. And I know I'm not alone. So, I'd like to learn why. And your product does work better than another magnesium product, because when I do the Jigsaw Health piece in my daily routine, I didn't get leg cramps. Mm-hmm. So why does that one work versus something else? Like what is the secret, or can you even share with us?
I think it's two parts. One, we do use a lot of magnesium. So a lot of magnesium products will use less of an elemental value. 200 milligrams per dose is 50% of the recommended daily intake. Magnesium glycinate chelate is a very absorbable form of magnesium. So it's not only a high dosage, but it's also a very absorbable form. This product was formulated by my dad. He and I started Jigsaw Health on April 19th, 2005. That was our first launch. So we're 6 days away from our 16th birthday.
I have a child on that day.
Are you serious?
Yeah, my 31-year-old son is born on April 19th. That's a good day.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
It's a good day.
Really
my dad is the formulator. He's we like to refer to him as the mad scientist, and he pretty much formulates for one person, himself. He's always looking for things that will help to optimize his own health. And then he tells us, well, I don't care what it costs to make it. You guys go figure out how to sell it, but this is what is going to work for me. I think it'll work for a lot of other people as well. So our products at Jigsaw tend to use the active, better, more absorbable, and generally a lot more clinical research on the ingredients that my dad formulates with. So that could be the reason. Ash, what do you think?
Well, and to that point, because we use the highest end, the highest and best quality ingredients that we can find, it tends to be like, so this particular magnesium is very easy on the tummy. So one of the biggest complaints with other magnesium supplements is they might be using a form that is harsh on the bowels. So it can cause the digestive upset and yo-yo effect of, nobody wants to have, everyone wants to be downright regular. They don't want these swings in, you're stopped up or now it's the opposite. So by using the best form, we are able to get higher dosage in the product without causing that digestive upset. Whereas, if other companies are trying to make a bigger profit margin or something, they're going to use maybe a less expensive ingredient that isn't so friendly to the digestive tract.
Did your dad struggle with leg pains in the night? Like kind of like I was, like, is that why he developed that?
Well, it's almost easier to go through a list of things my dad didn't struggle with.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get that.
So he's a baby boomer. Yeah, he's a baby boomer. Grew up on white bread and antibiotics and silver fillings. And when he was a sophomore in college, kind of fell into the pit, as he called it. Was able to he was also he was a college soccer player. We both played soccer. I didn't play in college, but he managed to sort of figure out some ways to work himself out of the pit. And then really over the next 30 years of his life, he would kind of fall into the pit and end up with struggle sleeping, anxiety, depression, fatigue, gastrointestinal problems, just the whole gamut of different things. He ended up writing about his experience in a book called Wellness Piece by Piece, which was published in 2004, and thus sort of the name of Jigsaw Health. And that health, for most people, there isn't just one silver bullet. So this might not be the one and only thing that you need to do, but this could be a piece to the puzzle that by building up more of your magnesium and specifically taking it at night, this form will help to sort of calm the brain chatter and will help to lessen the incidence of muscle tension that you would feel. So yeah, this has been a great product for my dad, but I mean, she and I both take this every night. We've got thousands of customers around the US and really around the world utilizing this simple but great formula.
Yeah, because insomnia, I like to tell everybody, is the medical diagnosis of insomnia is the inability to escape your own thoughts. So when you go, really? That's all it is? Like, because I mean, if you've ever had insomnia, it is like, you're like, what is happening to me? But it really is just, you can't turn your brain off. So having something like the MagSooth helps relax and send those chemicals to our brain that was my phone that I should not put, that I put on
no worries.
Not disturb.
Well,
anyway,
magnesium. This uses a form. It's basically magnesium bound to glycine. Glycine is an amino acid that does help to calm the brain. So there's another form of magnesium that we sell. This is actually the first form that my dad formulated, called MagSRT, and this uses I would say more of an activated, energizing form of magnesium called dimagnesium malate, magnesium bound to malic acid. Whereas MagSooth is meant to be complementary. So you take this in the morning and it's a time release, so you can take higher dosages of it, and it helps to energize you throughout the day. And it's kind of weird. Wait, magnesium, it can energize me and relax me, but that's just part of magnesium's job in the body. It's really the conductor of the orchestra. It's involved in 3,751 enzymatic reactions that we know of. So magnesium is super crucial. There's a gentleman that's a part of our scientific advisory board named Morley Robbins. He has developed something called the root cause protocol that's all about getting your copper, iron, and magnesium balanced inside of your body so that your cells just work better. And once you begin to have better cellular function, we know, from our middle school science grades that the cells are the building blocks of the rest of the body. And Morley, I would, highly recommend him to your audience, rcp123.org. He's where I got that stat of 3,751 enzymatic reactions. His nickname is Magnesium Man.
He knows a thing or two about magnesium.
He sure does.
So it would make sense, someone who'd have autoimmunity or they've had a lot of chemotherapy, their cells are not functioning optimally. And so they would struggle with things like, magnesium deficiency and those other. So there was so I was doing the magnesium SRT and the MagSoothe. So I did the magnesium SRT in the morning and the MagSoothe at night when I had 0 leg cramps during that 3-week period. But my question is, the other product that I was drinking in my water, I was, I don't know what it's called. I'm sorry. The electrolyte.
Was it ours? Was
Electrolyte Supreme?
Yeah, it's yours. Yes.
Oops, upside down.
The berry flavor. Is it the berry flavor?
Yeah.
Berrylicious, Electrolyte Supreme.
Okay. So I drink a gallon of water a day, or at least I try to. And so I would dump like several of those in my water and then just drink them all day. Will you talk about that product? Because
I would love to. This is one of my favorite products to drink all day.
Yeah.
It's a sugar-free electrolyte mix,
Yes.
sweetened with monk fruit and stevia. And it's a broad spectrum of all the electrolytes. Most people, when we think of electrolytes, we think of the sports drinks, right?
Huh.
The funny thing is none of those products really ever include much magnesium or potassium. And for those that missed my original story, remember, there's 2 types of leg cramps. There's when you're working out, likely a potassium deficiency. And when you're asleep and you get leg cramps, that's likely a magnesium deficiency. Well, most sports drinks, they're just sugar and water and a little tiny bit of sodium and potassium. So this contains a high dosage without the sugar. You mix it in water. It tastes delicious. My dad, once again, did a great version of this. We have Berrylicious, and we also have Lemon Lime, and we're about to come out with
Fruit punch.
Oh, you said it earlier today. You said makes you feel like a kid again.
It does. It's delicious. And another pro tip, if you're doing like a big gallon, you can mix the 2 of these and it kind of tastes like a cherry limeade.
Okay, I'm gonna order some of that stat.
It's awesome. And what's unique about this product also is, besides just having all the electrolytes and being sugar-free, it has B vitamins for energy, whereas a lot of these sports drinks will add caffeine and say energy boost. So this is from B vitamins, which we much prefer over caffeine.
I
love coffee and everything, but this is great for just the afternoon pick-me-up without the caffeine, and it's not going to keep you awake at night.
Right.
Yeah, I love that it doesn't have the caffeine, because there's so many of those little packets that you can, and there's Zip Fizz and this and that. I can't do that. Like I already have a lot of energy anyway. I don't need to drink caffeine on top of B vitamins and everything else. Everyone's like, oh, where'd she come from?
Yeah, actually, funny story about that. So before Pat Senior formulated this product, he was mixing like 5 or 6 different electrolyte drinks that he found to get the dosage of each thing that he wanted. And it looked like a big glass of mud. It was disgusting looking. And I know there was Zip Fizz in there and like a whole bunch of other things.
Sea salt.
Patrick and I looked at him and said, if you know what you want in it,
I think
why don't you formulate something? Because I think a lot of people are looking for that too, especially something without the sugar. So it's been a really big seller for us. And people do really tend to like the taste, which is great.
Yeah. And so much better than drinking straight water. It's, it's fun to feel good. It's fun to look good. You have like a big water bottle and it's colored, and
that's right.
I'm all about that. All right. So the MagSoothe for nighttime. I was drinking mine like as a tea, like hot. So it's kind of a ritual too. So I teach everybody like have a calming, relaxing bedtime routine. And so that I wanted to ask, do you recommend that people drink it cold or hot, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter. I would say most people will do room temp. The biggest key is that you only really want to get about 4 ounces of water.
Little
So one
tiny
of the
bit, yeah.
most common complaints that we get is people say, I tried the Mag Soothe, but it didn't really taste good. And we say, well, how much water did you put it in? They're like, oh, well, like a big glass of water. And it's like, well, look at the directions. Nobody reads the directions. Look at the directions. It says 4 ounces of water because we don't want you to drink a whole bunch of liquid before you go to bed.
That kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it?
Right.
You have to get up and go to the bathroom 3 times.
Right.
Is it okay to drink it hot?
It is. I'm not aware of anyone that really does drink it hot, but you certainly could.
If it tasted okay and you prefer that as a calming effect for before you go to bed.
This is super risky.
I think as long as why are you doing that?
Well, I just wanted to show how it's made.
Okay.
I don't have a good table here, but I'm going to be careful.
If it spills, you'll know what happened.
Right. So you mix it in about 4 ounces of water.
Okay, that's good.
It uses sodium bicarbonate and potassium bicarbonate. So you get a nice little fizz and bubbles. Kind of let those, oh, this is so dangerous.
Like a science experiment.
It is. You kind of let those go down.
And so the good news is also this one is sweetened with monk fruit. So
It tastes
it is
good.
Tart
sugar-free
raspberry.
as well.
Yeah, that's another thing. I think it all tastes good, So many times I can't do a lot of these products because they don't taste good to me. And so I really, really want to say that your products taste good. Someone is saying Mag Relief, the 2020 version of Ben Gay.
Oh, yeah. I see that comment from, actually, that's our good buddy, Rob Noonan.
Do we have a bottle of Mag Relief?
I'll go find it.
I'll grab it.
Yeah.
I know where one is.
It's actually in the cupboard with the glasses. Hi, Rob. Mag Relief is a new magnesium lotion product. So walking you through a little bit of the 16-year history of Jigsaw Health, really, this was our top-rated bestseller, MagSRT, for the longest time. And as my dad was sort of like, well, I'd like to begin using some other forms of magnesium, but I don't want to just mix it into this because it doesn't make sense. There's a product sort of becoming a little bit more popular. They do a lot of ads. There's 7 different forms of magnesium. The problem with that the challenge that I would have with that product is that magnesium dimagnesium malate is great to take for an energizing form. Magnesium glycinate is great to take for a sleepy, calming form. So like mixing them together, it's
You're
sort of
not
like
utilizing it in its best
way.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's my
And
thing.
this is the Mag Relief lotion that Rob Noonan was talking about. And this is for targeted muscle relief. So if you wake up, you slept wrong on your neck, or, like happens to so many of us, or you like hurt your back, you bent over and picked something up. This right on that area is awesome.
Or if you're like me and you've been playing too much pickleball and your pickleball elbow is starting to get a problem.
I have a story. I have to order a
Rub
new
it in.
bottle of that. You want to know why? Because I have some of that what is it called? Mag
Relief?
Mag Relief. Sorry, I'm trying to get the name right. So Mag Relief, I got the COVID vaccine the day I got your box. And the next day I had a fever and every muscle in my body hurt. So I opened that up and I used it all over. It was so great. It literally took away all my muscle pain. And I was like, I hope I don't put myself into like a magnesium coma.
No, you're fine. Yeah.
You know what the coolest thing about it is the dispenser. Like, because I have rheumatoid arthritis and my fingers are crooked and I can do this.
It's kind of hard to see. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like in a pump and it's the coolest thing ever.
Yes. You don't have to squeeze it.
So
I love that story. I mean, I never thought to tell people
COVID.
because exactly.
Yeah. It works.
And it's not greasy or sticky and it doesn't have a scent to it. So it's like you can put it on and go. Or lay down, whatever you're doing at the time.
I went to bed, but it worked because I was like, oh, this stinks. And I normally would like get in a bathtub full of Epsom salt, but I had a fever and I knew that was probably a bad idea. So I rubbed that all on and it worked.
Good. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Because if you have a fever, you don't want to get a hot bath water. It makes your temperature go up, in case you didn't know.
I did not know that. Yeah, like Rob said, it's like a shaving cream dispenser.
It is.
That's
good. Oh, cool. All right. So I want to just put in the comments in the chat how to order. Like, is it jigsawhealth.com?
Yep.
So I want everyone to be able to order. Let's see. And we are going to do this giveaway. So www.jigsawhealth.com. Is there any questions? Do you guys want to ask your own questions? Raise your hand if you want to talk, or you can just put it in the chat or the Q&A. Anybody online have any questions?
Well, while those questions are coming in, I'll ask Ashley, what is your favorite song? What's your favorite music video that we've produced at Jigsaw Health?
I think it's about our tagline. It's fun to feel good.
Okay.
And you can find that on our About Us page, because at Jigsaw, we don't like to do things just a plain and boring way. So we did a music video. We wrote a song about our tagline, and we did the video in a way where basically we wanted it to be an introduction to us and let the customer feel, the person watching feel like what it might be like to be a Jigsaw customer. So it's super fun. If you want to check it out, just go to our About Us page on jigsawhealth.com.
I want to play it. Can I play it?
I don't, can you?
Would we share the screen?
I can do it. Let's see. Is this it? Okay, I got it. Okay, well, hold on and I'll share my screen.
All right.
Should I draw the name first so that if people don't watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me draw the name first. Okay, I'm pulling it out of here. Don't look. All right. The winner is Olivia. Congratulations.
Olivia.
I'll send your information to Patrick and Ashley, and they will get your gift in the mail. So let's do share my screen. All right. So share screen. And then I want to pick this and play. Right. Can you guys see it?
I can.
Look at that. This is going to be fun.
You have a great day too. Hi, welcome to Jigsaw Health. How can I help you?
I'm so glad I found you. I have low energy. I have leg cramps. I'm having trouble sleeping.
Let me stop you right there. I have just the thing. Ryan?
It's fun to feel good, fun to feel good like you should. It's fun to feel good, fun to feel good like you should. The life is way too short to feel a little crappy. Way more fun to feel healthy and happy. It's fun to feel good like you should. It's fun to feel good like you should. Oh, so if you wanna feel your best,
Hi, I'm Pat Sullivan. My son and I created Jigsaw Health because we want to help people feel good.
My name is Patrick Sullivan Jr. We make the highest quality nutritional supplements, and we're honored to serve customers just like you.
No more leg cramps.
So much more energy. My patients love this stuff.
My whole family loves it.
Finally, something that works. I take them every day.
We're feeling great.
We love Jigsaw Health.
It's fun to feel good.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to this.
Here we go again.
It's fun to feel good like you should. It's fun to feel good like you should. 'Cause life is way too short to feel a little better. Way more fun, feeling healthy and happy.
Whoops. Oh, what happened?
No, I think
You got most of it.
that's probably
Yeah.
a great place to start.
Oh, good. Oh my gosh. All right. So I'm gonna have to stop sharing my screen. Oh, that was so awesome, you guys.
Well, thank you so much. We had a lot of fun making that. We actually made that whole video internally. My cousin is a graduate of USC Film School. We have our own sound engineer. We have our own graphic design team. Sometimes we feel like we're a creative agency that just happens to sell the best nutritional supplements money can buy. But we have a lot of fun doing all that. It's all acting. And yes, that was written and sung by my wonderful, amazing wife, Ashley.
And co-written by Patrick.
Beautiful.
I played guitar.
You guys have a lot of fun. I think you need to write some Valley Sleep Centers songs.
Well, we can certainly talk about that.
Oh, and I cannot figure out how to stop sharing my screen. So I'm just going to say thank you, everybody, for joining. I really appreciate you guys coming. Thank you for being on, Ashley and Patrick. You guys are a lot of fun. And if anybody would like to order, someone asked about a 5-day pack. Do you want to talk about that really quick?
We certainly can. If you go to jigsawpickleball.com, there's an offer for a 5-day starter pack that includes Electrolyte Supreme and MagSoothe, which we talked about in this presentation. It also includes our pickleball cocktail, which is sort of a supercharged potassium electrolyte. We decided to name it Pickleball Cocktail, but because we love pickleball, but athletes of all shapes and sizes are really enjoying using it. It's 800 milligrams of potassium. So it's basically the equivalent of eating 2 bananas worth. Very good product. And you can find that again at jigsawpickleball.com. It's 5-day pack for $15 and we cover the cost of shipping. I did see also another question in the chat from Jean. She asked about gastric bypass surgery, and she's had absorption issues. Can you still get the full benefit from MAG products? Your question prompts a customer issue or a customer email that I dealt with probably 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, maybe now. But it was right when we were coming out with MagSoothe, and they were excited to be able to use a super absorbable form of magnesium. So I would talk to your GI specialist about MagSoothe, but I think you're going to find that they give you a thumbs up. Just make sure that you check with them to get that go ahead. Because look, somebody once asked me, if I start taking magnesium, will I get addicted to it? And I thought about it and I said, you actually already are addicted to magnesium.
Your body needs it. Yeah.
It's an essential electrolyte that you have to get through diet and or supplementation and or topically through lotion. We happen to do these different forms of it because we find benefits and really complementary uses. Ashley and I played a pickleball tournament on Saturday, and we were there for 6 hours. I definitely needed some mag relief that night because I couldn't get enough from just Electrolyte Supreme alone. And I wanted to target my feet and my legs. So I know that for me, even stemming back to when I was a kid playing soccer, my hamstrings, those are what get tight when I've really been doing a lot of athletic activity during the day. So all those options are there. Gene, I hope that helps. I would also encourage you, if you want, to reach out to our customer happiness team. Just email help@jigsawhealth.com, and they can probably give you a sort of better rundown on that than I can.
All right. Well, thank you again, you guys. Thanks for all the questions. And
thanks for having us.
Have a beautiful evening. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
All right, good night.
Have fun.
I will.
Take care, everybody. It's fun to feel good.
Yes, it is.